The magic of words, how they came to be once upon a time. Before people had words, the world was full of silent stories. Imagine a little boy named Tom living long ago, wanting to tell his friend about a big, scary tiger he saw near the river. But how could he? He couldn't say.
I saw a tiger.
Because there were no words yet. Instead, he might roar like a tiger, use his hands to show big sharp teeth, or point to the place where he saw it. That's how it all started. People used their hands, faces, and sounds to share their thoughts. They acted out stories like little actors in a silent play. But as villages grew and more people needed to talk, gestures weren't enough. Imagine you wanted to tell someone about something that happened last week, but you couldn't show it with your hands. People needed something new. So sounds became more important. At first, they were simple, just like how babies say.
Mama.
um,
Papa.
Without learning it. Early humans began making sounds for things like
Woof.
for a dog or
Boom.
for thunder. These sounds helped them share ideas better than hand movements. Then words started forming like tiny bricks in a great big castle. Different groups of people made different sounds for the same things. In one place, they might say,
Sun.
but far away, others might say,
Soul.
or
Tail.
that's how different languages began. Writing came much, much later. Imagine a trader long ago traveling from one town to another, carrying baskets of fruit. He wanted to remember how many apples he sold yesterday. He couldn't just say it, he needed to keep track. People started using marks, scratches, and pictures to remember things. At first, writing looked like little drawings. If someone wanted to write,
Sun.
they drew a circle with lines like race. If they wanted,
Fish.
they made a simple fish shape. These drawings were like secret codes telling stories on walls, clay tablets, and later paper. Over time, these drawings became simpler. Instead of drawing a full sun, people made a special mark that stood for.
Sun.
And instead of drawing a fish, they made a tiny sign that meant.
Fish.
These marks became letters, and then letters made words. Just like magic, people could now write down their ideas so others could read them, even long after they were gone. Language and writing changed the world forever. Now we can read books, send messages, and write stories that will last forever, just like this one. Soon, writing became faster and easier. Instead of scratching pictures onto stone or clay, people started using brushes, ink, and paper. Imagine a wise old teacher sitting under a tree, dipping his brush into ink and carefully writing words on paper. His students watched in wonder, learning how each mark could tell a story or teach an idea. As time passed, writing became even more magical. Before, only a few people could read and write, but soon more and more people learned. They wrote down poems, letters, and history, things they wanted others to remember. Then came a great invention, printing. Before printing, every book had to be written by hand, one letter at a time. It took weeks, months, or even years to copy a single book. Imagine a young boy waiting impatiently for a storybook, but the writer still had hundreds of pages to copy. It took forever. But then people created printing blocks and later printing machines. Instead of writing each letter again and again, printers used stamps, like giant rubber stamps, to press words onto paper quickly. This changed everything. Now, books weren't just for the rich and powerful. Anyone could read and learn. Fast forward to today, and we don't need ink or stamps anymore. We can type on computers or phones and tablets. We send messages instantly across the world, write emails, and create books with just a few clicks. But even with all these changes, words still have the same magic. Whether written in stone, ink, or pixels, they let us share stories, express thoughts, and connect, just like Tom and his tiger long ago. So next time you pick up a book or write a sentence, remember, words have traveled a long, long way to get to you. Now you get to be part of their great journey, reading and writing your own stories.